Every decision that you make, every instant where you are thinking of something that you would prefer and you can feel it, you can see it, you are experiencing the outcome of it. In this new energy, that is what is being manifested. Just as quick as you can focus on it, you can feel it, and you can see the outcome, and then you release it. It shows up for you. It manifests. So be careful what you wish for. Hi, and welcome back. It's December the 18th, 2025. The last few days, if you've been watching my videos, you will have seen the challenges that I have been experiencing, and I know others have commented as well, with the energy and electronics and things just not being as they have been in the past, so dependable, so consistent, so available, being interrupted and moved in a whole new direction, or having to just see what you have left and make the best of it. And for me, as I've been making these videos, especially yesterday, once again, when I was out and walking and recording and in the moment, and I get all energized and I'm speaking, and this thing, whatever it is that continues to happen, is that pieces of my recordings just either don't record or they show up and they have no sound. The other day when I was recording in my office, it actually showed images that said corrupted on what I had been recording. And it's interesting because I've been thinking about this and I've been connecting the dots, as you do when you are interested in transpersonal ways of expanding your understanding of yourself in your environment of the world. So your personal, emotional, mental, physical, all the interconnectedness, including signs, symbols, synchronicities, dream work, all of these things that have meaning. They're showing up for you and they're presenting themselves to, hey, look at me, there's meaning here. Otherwise you wouldn't notice it, you wouldn't remember it, you wouldn't even acknowledge it. And so I was thinking about these things that were happening, especially the videos. And one thing that I will admit to you is that there are many days when I'm recording something and I'm instantly thrown off, so I stop recording, and then I'm left with all of these short little versions of videos that I need to go through and delete and remove, and to know which ones I want to use and don't, because generally I have one thought, but they don't transfer well into editing platforms that only allow a certain amount of space. So having to make smaller versions of things and then choosing when you get home what actually is the message in its simplest form, as clear as possible. So I was a little bit thinking to myself over the past few months about how can I streamline this so that when I create a video, it isn't so many pieces that I have to go through. Not that I wouldn't anyway. And what's been happening in the past few days is that the pieces that I wouldn't have used anyway are the ones that are being corrupted, that aren't recording, that have no sound. And it's fascinating to me that I'm requesting that, and I'm saying that to myself, not out loud to anyone, but I'm saying to myself how I wish that only the pieces that I want to put together into one long form video or on my phone. And there it is. So as much as it felt like a disruption or a challenge or a problem when I noticed that there was no sound or not recorded, it actually had worked out to exactly what I had asked for. And so there's something to that, which goes along with this energy shift and this wave that's coming in of how quickly what we ask for is delivered. And there's nothing wrong with that. That is amazing. But it also, at the same time, requires you to be far more mindful of what you are asking for, what you are saying, how you are speaking to yourself, what you label as important or unimportant, or the thing that you're doing as your priority when really you don't want to be doing it. I was just speaking about this morning in an appointment, and speaking about how interesting it is that in the past few years, my shift has completely moved from doing the things that I felt I needed to do, that I had to do, that I had to get done, to prioritizing this. Because this is what I want to do. I want to be out in the woods with the dogs. I want to go for walks through the sagebrush. I want to be creating videos and sharing my thoughts and feelings and sensing and knowing with others who may be like-minded, or maybe it's the thing that just clicks everything into place, like I've said before. Because I know that that has happened for me when others do that and they speak authentically, that they're not reading from a script and they're so concerned about everything being so perfect and in place that all the T's are crossed, the I's are dotted. I've been there. But I have to say that the more things that you suffer through, the less things matter. The more times you have to step away from someone that you genuinely love, but realize that they don't love you, or environments that you have put your heart and soul into, you have invested every ounce of your energy into an experience or a celebration for someone, only for it to be disregarded and for your work to go unnoticed, and that you just repeat the same pattern of giving and giving and investing. And at some point, you have to step back and realize that I'm not in the right place. I'm not with the right people. I am not manifesting what I want. I'm investing in what I don't want. And as we all know, our energy and our frequency attracts. It attracts. Like attracts like. It just does. It's like we have a beacon inside of us that is sending out the signal, like I've talked about. And if your signal is all about, I'm here to just give unconditionally, endlessly, I don't require anything, you don't have to give back. It's okay. I've got this. But really, inside, what you're saying is, notice me, love me, give back to me. The book on love languages and how people have a love language. And generally, what you're doing and giving your love is what you're actually hoping to receive. Until you recognize and appreciate in a partnership what the other person sees and experiences as love, and you give it to them, and they do the same for you. And so I think that that is what all of this is about, tying all of that back together into manifesting and having the awareness of what your love language is. Because ultimately we are social beings, social creatures. We have been socialized into behaving in a certain way. We have been told what the norms and values of our society, our social organization is. And we also are in need of social connection. The difference is authentic connection is what human beings require. Because it is not just our brain that is connecting. We are energy. So our energy is connecting and it's receiving messages. And if your brain is then saying that this is wrong, when it feels alerted, when it feels something's not right, what they're saying and what they're doing, it doesn't go together. And yet our socializing has said, this is what you do. Don't listen to this. So we need to bring this all back together so that we function as a whole being. And that when we're manifesting instantaneously, as seems to be happening for more and more people, those that are awakened and noticing, the more that we tap into that awareness, we can fully utilize it for our highest good, for our benefit and the value of our connections. And so as I continue to make videos, I'm going to be very mindful. And do you hear a crow showing up right now? Love it. We're going to have to get out and walk. But as we shift into this period of instantaneous manifestations, and we make ourselves the co-creator of our lives, that requires us to really hone into what we want to manifest and stop focusing on what we don't want. Don't make that the priority. Make the priority this interconnectedness. And as I mentioned before the crow showed up, making these videos for me now, instead of being in the mindset of I wish, I will be in the mindset, and I am in the mindset of everything that I record and I say will be useful, beneficial, and exactly what I need to share. Before I get out and take the dogs for a walk, I just want to say thank you so much to all the people who are writing such deep, kind, thoughtful, and wise words in the comments. And the likes and the sharing, I love that too, but the comments, I love going to them and reading them and seeing how people connected with what I have shared. It is such a small world that is made to feel so divisive, when I don't believe that's the case at all. So please and thank you for continuing to be here and to share in this journey with me. So until next time, everyone, stay safe, stay connected, and we'll see you really soon. Bye.